bringing our first Wi-Fi battle to ConanCri Shinies. So if you want more of these, then just comment down below and we'll try and get a capture card. But I mean, the quality is alright for now, so anyway, we'll get going with the Wi-Fi battle. So I've been training this team for quite a while. It's quite a good team. Some of the Pokemon need to be changed though, or rebred to get a better outcome. So he leads off with the Regirock, and I lead off with the Garchomp, which I was predicting because I knew he was going to set up Stealth Rocks. So I just go straight in for an Earthquake in case he wants to stay in to get off some stab damage. And he decides to stay in, and I think he set up his Stealth Rocks. So I managed to get quite a big chunk of... Oh no, he goes for the Zap Cannon, probably predicting something else to switch. So he just withdraws because he knows he hasn't got anything to do to Garchomp, and he switches into Gengar. I think he's trying to go for I think he's just trying to dodge that Earthquake, which is going to come in on his Regirock. So I've been pretty much forced to switch out. So I had to go into my Sun Lizard to try and take a Sludge Bomb. I don't think it goes down very well though. So he goes out and Mega Evolves and traps me into the battle so I can't escape. Oh yeah, he hypnoses. So he puts me to sleep, and that put me in a pretty bad situation soon as I can't switch out, and I just had to live with it and just try and get on with it and just hope that he wakes up. So I'm obviously just going to stay asleep, and he gets the Dream Eat me, so he doesn't exactly get any HP back from a Helioptile or Sun Lizard. So there's me still stuck to sleep, and he goes for another Dream Eater. So this put me down to one more hit and I'll be dead, but I luckily wake up and I get to land a Thunderbolt, which also gets the Paralyze, I think. Yep, it gets Paralyze. So that was pretty good on my half. So he goes for a Dark Pulse to get off some more damage before he dies, when he manages to take me out. But that's alright because he took some quite nice damage off Gengar and got the Paralyze hacks on him. So I go into Honchkrow to try and just finish this thing off, really. And I knew it would finish it off because it's a Honchkrow and it's got a Life Orb and critical hits and stuff, so it's obviously going to kill it. But yeah, so I just keep him in for now. Oh yeah, this is like a really good play on my half of the battle list. So he brings in his Wobbuffet, and I roost up to just see what he's going for, really, just to scout what he's going for and maybe get full HP as well. And he actually goes for the Miracle, which really would have done a lot of damage to me if I just went for a Brave Bird or a Night Slash. So this time I go for a Brave Bird, predicting him not to go for the same move again. So I took a shitload of recoil damage there and a lot of Life Orb damage. And he actually went for the Destiny Bond, predicting that I would have killed him maybe. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I went for a Rooster to get some more HP back. And it turns out that he actually goes for the counter, and that if I actually I don't know, it was just a really good play on my half there. I didn't really predict anything because I'm not really sure what a Wobbuffet can do, but that was just a really good prediction on my half. It wasn't even a prediction, I just luckily guessed what to do there. But those Roosters were lucky on my half there. So he goes back out into Regirock. So I'm pretty much forced to switch out because I don't want to take a Stone Edge to the face on my Honchkrow because it would die straight away. So I switch into Cuddles, which is my Ferrothorn, and he goes for the Thunder, which is quite different really from a Regirock. But he does get the Paras hacks, but it's not too bad there because he's going to withdraw anyway because he doesn't really want to take a Steel type move to the face. So he goes out to his Dragonite. And I just go for a payback because I wanted to get some quite nice damage off, because obviously I'm really slow as a Ferrothorn, so it would have done a load of damage to him. But he goes for Ice Beam, which isn't too good. But I knew this Dragonite would be quite a threat to my team, so I just decided to go for a Toxic on it and lay down some toxic damage, try and get this thing down as quick as possible. So he goes for the Hyper Beam because he hasn't really got much else to go for, obviously, on his Dragonite. So he just wants to get as much damage off, but he's not even going to feel that, he's just going to bulk it completely, so that didn't really make any difference to my Cuddles at all. So I thought I'd go for a Curse here because I want to get my defense up and that as much as possible, try and make sure he takes as much toxic damage as I can, and hopefully hit another move, which I do. I go for another payback, and it doesn't do too much damage to him, but you know, I'm just trying to get him, trying to wear his Dragonite down a bit so he doesn't you know, use his Dragonite against any of the other Pokemon. So I think I'd just about pull this next Hyper Beam. Yeah, I live with about 35, but I do get the Parahax, which it was a bit of a bummer then, but it doesn't really matter because his Dragonite's probably going to go down next turn anyway, but and he has to recharge off the Hyper Beam, so I just cursed up again just to just for the heck of it really, just maybe his next Pokemon won't be able to bulk it or something. So he does slow down to the poison, which is good on my half because obviously with that Dragonite down, I've got less of a threat to my team now. So he goes into his shiny Reineckless, which is quite good because we found a shiny Duosion in the Fence Safari there. But he does go for a Psychic, and that does finish off Cuddles, which is quite unfortunate because he did take some hits in that battle. But anyway, I'm pretty much forced to go into Dark Crow or Hunch Crow, and I'll go for a Night Slash and just completely tear him down with a crit and Life Orb damage. So he's got no chance against that Night Slash. So he sends out his Bisharp, a shiny Bisharp, which is pretty nice. So I'm forced to switch out here because I don't really want to take any moves to the face from a Bisharp, because I know a Bisharp can be quite powerful, but he actually goes for the Substitute when I'm forced to switch out, which is a good play on his half because he's probably predicting me to switch. And he's also got Leftovers up as well, so this Bisharp could be quite a problem, but he doesn't really do anything, to be honest. Like, I just take out his sub, and for some reason he doesn't switch. So I just finished him. I wanted to play safe and go for an EQ, so I didn't want to risk anything like any over predictions if he goes into any other Pokemon. So I just played a safe EQ in case he wants to stay in. I land the EQ and he dies pretty much. So I don't think he's going to live an EQ from a Mega Garchomp very easily. And yeah, so now his last poke's just his Regirock. So you know, I can just finish that off with an Earthquake. It's not going to live an Earthquake from a Mega Garchomp. So yeah, that won me the match, and I think Mega Garchomp did pretty well that match. And yeah, we're gonna be doing some more Wi-Fi battles in the future. If you want to send any Pokemon into us with you know, good IVs or properly bred and anything, yeah, just be sure to leave in the comments if you've got any Pokemon to donate to us so we can breed. And yeah, see you next time, guys.